Good. That's completely appropriate for the theme I'm going for.
Okay, please don't break. Okay, it's not breaking. Oh, thank God. Okay, hello. Sorry for the slight delay. Turns out I tested whether the game worked. I was right, the game worked. I didn't test whether it worked with game capture. Spoiler, it did not, in fact, work with game capture. So, it took me like 10 minutes to figure out why. Now it's fine. Anyway, is this a blind playthrough? No. I know everything that goes on in this game, but for people who don't know, try not to be explicit about spoilers.
Of course.
But in general, I know a lot about this game.
Yeah. I played the first 2 games to completion and enjoyed them, so...
You could say Max Payne is the dearest of all my shooter games. A little bit of reference for all you Max Payne knowledge people. Anyway, before we start, there's a new redeemable. You can redeem a Metal Companion if you want to be reminded of the good old days of Sonic Unleashed. Also a good opportunity for somebody to test it out, whether it's actually working.
It works.
Do you have the medal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Okay, then we can start. Like, there's no real reason to do. Sad thing is, I usually play this with like cheats enabled, just so I can open. Thank you. We'll look for a subscription. Much appreciated. I usually play this with cheats enabled so I can play on the higher difficulties. I'm not gonna do that now, but I think I play like a hard-boiled or DOA. But we're gonna do Fugitive. Also, man, this was a bit of a bitch to get working, but thankfully it was worth it.
Hell yeah.
Stand by. 1010, investigated reported disturbance at Acer Plaza.
10-4 dispatcher, verify address.
That's Acer Plaza. Repeat, Acer Plaza.
Also, in-game cutscenes do not have subtitles.
Shots fired on the rooftop. An assault in progress at Acer Plaza. Repeat, an assault in progress.
I remember when this was top-notch graphics. Look at that snow. Look at those windows. I think this is modded, so it looks nicer than shit.
10-5, please repeat. 10-5, all units, emergency. Officer in danger, Acer Plaza. Repeat, Acer Plaza, all units.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over. To make any kind of sense of it, I need to go back 3 years. Back to the night the pain started.
Monologue.
Yep. Well, actually, I'll do that when we get control of the game. I need to change
The
the XP
infamous
thing.
Max Payne constipated facial expression.
I hope y'all appreciate my choice of Stove Butthead for the theme of the game.
I mean, 2 shotguns are good
I was still on the
shotguns.
force back then.
Yes, shotguns and a
NYPD
crying
had
Stove Butt.
Down North Precinct, Hell's Kitchen.
So when are you coming to work for me, Detective Payne?
You'd make me work undercover in some hellhole. Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first. See? My last smoke. It's bad for the baby.
That's you, Max. A regular Boy Scout.
See, Alex?
Still on for poker Thursday night, right?
Like taking candy from a baby. Life was good. Sun setting on a sweet summer's day. The smell of freshly mowed lawns. The sounds of children playing. A house across the river on the Jersey side. Beautiful wife and a baby girl. The American dream come true.
Basically, he's living the American dream, Ivy.
Honey, I'm home. But dreams have a nasty habit of going bad when you're not looking.
American dream's a
Sun
lie.
went down with practiced bravado. Twilight crawled across the sky, laden with foreboding. Michelle, honey, anybody home? I didn't like the way the show started. They'd give me the best seat in the house, front row center.
just quickly change the. That's accurate. Also, one thing I very much like about this game, whenever you go to quit, there's a new line, and you have like, yes, but I was too tired to go on, or no, I couldn't stop, I had to push on. And there's a bunch of lines here, and these lines update the farther you are in the game. It's a really dumb touch, but I love it. It's not just generic because we're only at the start of the game, but it gets more complex.
Something ugly had been tattooed on the wall, a map of things to come. It was a poison syringe, a magic tag full of diabolical meanings.
Also, how they did all these cutscenes where they took photos of people around the office and they just painted them over.
Nice.
Yeah. The dude playing Max was like the lead developer or something.
He's the lead writer, yeah. He still is at Remedy. He's the lead writer for most of their stuff, or lead creative director now.
Listen, someone's broken into my house. Call 911.
Is this the Payne residence?
Yes, someone's broken into my house. They're still here. You have to...
Good. I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Who is this? Hello?
I want to review the graphic novel later. So Max can do some things. Max can jump. Jumping is not really useful in the game for most part, but Max can also jump really slowly to the side.
Yeah.
That's the most useful thing you can do. Look, it's a photo of him and Alex. Oh, how great. And a painting of, is that Pierre? I guess it's a Pierre. And his loving wife. I'm sure his loving wife is lovely and alive.
But man, this game is laying on the noir thick.
It is. It triples down on it. And then it tries to get very real in 2, but I'm not sure how successful it is.
Freeze!
Oh, yeah.
NYPD, drop!
Mentioned. I've only ever played the third one, so I know what happens in the first two. And the third game's very different from the first two.
We'll play the third game down the line as well. Also, yeah, his baby daughter is dead.
The flesh of fallen angels.
No, 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 God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
You don't even give them a chance to drop their guns. Look! We're not exactly doing everything according to protocol right now. Also, Castle Doctrine, okay?
Oh wait, is it? I forgot. Did he say this in New York?
New York.
Yeah, then he's this is the NYPD. They don't care.
I mean, they also
That was 3 years
shot
ago.
his
Everything ripped apart
wife
in
and
New York,
kid,
man.
so
The killer junkies had been high on a previously unknown designer drug, Valkyr, V. After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA. It took us 3 long years to get a break in the Valkyr case.
I hate how
And
Valkyrie is spelled.
finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, a mob boss in the Punchinello
Hey, it's the
crime
Warframe.
was trafficking.
Yeah.
I went undercover, infiltrated the worst mafia family in New York.
Chapter 1, Roscoe Street Station.
Though this seems like a bad idea, just sending this guy who just had a traumatic experience into.
Well,
It was 3
happened
years
3
ago.
years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gotten his act
had time.
together. Yeah, he has time to process this. I'm sure he's all over it by now. Oh no. Game crashed? No!
no.
Okay.
oh no.
Okay, let's I don't know why the game crashed. Okay, let's see. Options. Don't know why it crashed. Let's try it again. See, this is bad because when you test the tutorial and you're like, oh cool, the tutorial works. Doesn't mean anything after tutorial will work. Okay, where did it save? Please load up. Oh shit,
What the
okay,
hell?
let's rush this real quick.
Something ugly.
I think it's F5, F5 to save, okay. God, I hope this actually works past the first level.
Michelle! Michelle! Freeze! NYPD, drop it!
Coming!
No, no, no,
Okay.
God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
Can I skip this? I don't think I can skip in-game cutscenes. Okay. Please don't crash.
Got further than it did last time.
No, don't say that. Literally just crashed. Okay. I don't even get an error message this time? What is it doing wrong? Okay, options. Let's try medium settings on everything. Okay. Hey, Fentel, we're trying to get the game working. That's mostly what's happening right now.
What's happening right now?
I'm trying to get the game working. That's what I said was happening right now.
Oh. Oh.
No, 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 God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
This doesn't work. I need to figure out in the settings what the heck is going on. Also, I've crashed 2 times. The first time I did get an error message, the second time I didn't, and I wish I read the error message properly. Okay, it worked. Oh, thank
I
God.
came in from the cold and the dark. Outside the city was a cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way
Save
from
up.
small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug.
Yeah, this will be a lot of
Alex and Dee were
saving,
my only
so I'm
contacts in
sorry,
the
but
DEA.
a game is
It wasn't
old.
this decrepit city who knew I was down here.
BB here. Something urgent has come up with Jack Lapino. You need to meet with Alex immediately at the Roscoe Street station.
I hadn't had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover. Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was colder than the devil's heart, raining ice pitchforks
Yep,
as
it's
if the
window
heavens were
capture.
ready to fall. Everyone was running for shelter like there was no tomorrow. It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this.
I don't
My
remember
Beretta
Kovac.
stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride. Next stop, Roscoe Street Station, and Alex.
So Max Payne,
So what?
Max Payne is a cop who
The station was drenched in gloom.
like his wife and
Alex was
daughter
a
got
ghost,
killed
nowhere to
by
be seen. I'd have
junkies
to look
addicted
for
to a
him.
new designer drug, and then he went undercover for 3 years trying to crack the case of that drug. And now he's having a face-to-face with his friend for 3 years. Or, I don't know if it's 3 years, but after a long time. Oh, that's
Well, he broke Moscow rules. If it feels bad, it's bad.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
You can open things, you can interact with them. This was actually like a big deal for me at least. Like you could like
Pills would
click
hold
a
the
thing
pain
and it
back for a
opens.
while.
Flush a toilet. When's the last time anyone here has played a new game and let you flush the toilet?
When did Detroit come out?
I mean, Sims.
Should be a Twitter thing. Can you flush the toilet?
I agree.
He and Mickey are having too much fun taking care of the cop up there. Oh, what's the plan?
Simple. Gun down. Hold it.
There are these dramatic close-ups when you kill the last enemy. That actually lets you go
Oh
here.
boy, Deagles.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I don't think this game lets you dual wield Deagles. I think the sequel does.
Yeah. He's dead, all right. Hey, it's me you're talking to.
Lots of bad folks. I like that you know they're bad because like they have to set it up so they look like they killed somebody.
Hey, we're getting around. You hear me? What is this, a joke? Hey, anybody? Answer me.
I'm sorry I still only have one Beretta.
Yeah.
Also, yes, you can jump on the train tracks and die.
Yo!
Got pump action shoddy.
Oh yeah.
The security panel let out a mocking cackle. I'd need the right code.
I love how he like just comments on everything in the game.
Really? Sure. Hold it.
The panel called me a bitch.
I mean, the panel ain't completely wrong.
Now you got two Berettas.
Finally, it's a real video game. Oh my god, I touched the button and fell down. Holy shit, this really is 2001. Also, yeah, Max Payne's healing is via painkillers.
While looking for Alex, I had
Yep,
ended
and
up in
his
the middle of a big
health
time
bar is the
crime
body on the
operation.
left.
Hitting Roscoe Bank ain't exactly keeping low profile.
The riskiest heist ever, but hell.
What the?
I was hoping I would shoot that thing, but I guess it didn't work. Jeez. There we go. Yeah, they were set up there to like shoot that propane tank, but
The
guess
gate
what?
was locked.
The gate
I would have
blocked
to
it.
find another way to get to the tunnel.
That's one of the things I do like in this game. He kind of like just internalizes everything, whereas in Max Payne 3, he externalizes everything. So like in Max Payne 1, he tries to open the gate, and it's like, oh, the gate's bars remind me of piercing insults from my childhood. And in Max Payne 3, he's just like, fuck, gate is fucking locked, fuck, damn shit.
Well, you know, by that point, he's kind of had enough of this shit. Doesn't have time to philosophize.
Yeah, Wax is right.
You saved me, man.
You just diving in.
A massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure, sounds good. Follow me.
Frankly, I'm too scared to go to the control room on my own without you and your... Frankly, I'm too scared to go to the control room on my own without you and your gun.
I think you got started there. Or one also cool thing is I think if you kill friendlies, he has like unique game over lines.
The pressure was too much. I'd sunk down to their level. It wasn't worth it. Nothing was.
Yeah. Is that stuff like that? I don't know if they... Do they respawn? No, I don't think they do. Okay. Well, we escorted this guy. And 2, you can kill people without any game over screens.
Home free. This way. Hey. Look out!
Oh.
Well,
Oh, rip you.
looks like we
Was he
got
also 2 days away from retirement?
Definitely.
yes.
See, when you're 2 days away from retirement, you die. When you're about to start a happy life with your family dies. When you're about to start your happy life with your family 2 days before retirement, then everybody dies.
Not true.
Oh god. Oh.
Good thing the shotgun in this game is really good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's. Oh god, I forgot how little you actually heal from pills.
No, it gradually heals.
I think it only gradually heals up to a point.
Yeah. I think it also depends on the difficulty, maybe?
Yes, it depends on the difficulty, how much damage you take. I think that's the next place we need to go. We just need to turn on the power. Also, yeah, if Max sees something, he does the Resident Evil thing of moving his head. Except he gets some giant exclamation mark. Alright.
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. Power was back on.
It didn't just light up, it lit up like a Christmas tree. Oh man, look at that! Look at that old school valve! Oh man, I miss those.
Square valve.
The square circle from an era long gone.
So much for being subtle.
Oh, Max, you. Alright, jumping is sometimes necessary. Oh, god, I didn't even see the little canisters there. Again, I missed the canisters.
From the HUD. Get a lot of guns.
Yeah. The arsenal goes places. I'll show loading screen. Okay, everybody. Say nice things about the loading screen so it doesn't crash. You look lovely today.
It sure is snowy.
Yes.
The rusty door led to an abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down at Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
Also, is the game audio fine? Is it not too loud for folks on the mainstream? So yeah, I think on higher difficulties, I think shotgun guys just take away almost all of your health on higher difficulties. Also, you can switch to lead pipe and break stuff. Why does Max have a lead pipe with him? Who fucking knows?
So that he can always be filling people with lead.
Nice. That actually makes a lot of sense, thank you.
Good. Perfect.
Stairs are very complicated.
And also you have a finite amount of slow-mo time.
Yes, so the little hourglass, that's your slow-mo time, and you replenish it by killing people. One cool thing, it looks like an hourglass here. I think in the second game it actually looks like 2 bullets that are meant to look like an hourglass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like in the third game.
Yeah.
Spooky. But also, it's like the family.
But yeah, it's mostly the same setup in each game.
Joke about it if I was you. Yeah. The station's not secured. Someone decided to play hero upstairs. That's all we need.
I like how this man had this very Finnish Nokia.
Yes.
Getting signal down in the subway, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and like an abandoned part of the subway too. Those Finns sure know how to make them phones.
That animation.
I think they get rid of this break boxes to get ammo thing in the second game. It's frankly,
It's just a
it's very
thing.
dumb.
It's like, oh, Half-Life did it, so
It's definitely on my third game because he doesn't have like a specific melee weapon.
Also, I believe you can murder rats. Yes, you can.
Oh.
You can murder rats. We kill so many people, and I kill 2 rats, and all of a sudden my reputation is down in the gutter.
yeah, you just get all the infamy points.
Fucking jerk. This isn't Final Fantasy. You don't kill rats in the first level.
I mean, you could call these men rats.
Ah, yes, just good sawed-off shotty.
The door had been welded shut ages ago and the bomb was missing a detonator.
So, I believe, might be misremembering, I believe if you shoot that regardless of distance, you just game over. I think. No? Okay, I'm wrong then. I don't remember then which game am I thinking though, because I know I've had that before.
Okay, fellas. The police are on their way. New York's finest are gonna be here soon. Just stick to the plan. We've got our own private exit route. In and out, do your thing. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Bam bam, thank you, man. try the shotgun. God, you could do the combat roll.
Yeah, I think they got rid of that in later games.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's not in 2.
It's definitely not in 3. Axe's knees are 2 shot by that point.
So you basically get like a full bullet time refill for each death, or is it like a set number?
I think it's a set number. Oh hey, the phone's ringing.
We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking, and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor.
Then why did you answer the phone?
Because he had to get his shit in.
The bank robbers scored
All
on
those
the table.
clips. He would never been able to use them.
The bank robbers have been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine.
Acer, a bit closer to heaven.
The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
I do like that image of just the Statue of Liberty just going into space. Let's all appreciate these very blocky slabs of gold, just like real life. And also, these little gold stairs, that is adorable. I never noticed that before. Oh no. Nice. I completely forgot there were grenade people. Yeah, I was hoping I could like kill that guy and have him drop a grenade. Also, I was hoping he could just shoot the grenade from the air. Also, I just want to see something because there was a path here. Not sure if it led to anything. Yeah, down here. Wow, that's a whole lot of nothing.
Hold it! Max! Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack! I nearly shot you!
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue!
It's an armed robbery. A tunnel job straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to take a place? Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's... Alex? Alex!
Oh no, they got Alex.
They got Alex.
There was nothing I could do. He was
Division
dead.
all over again.
I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Empty, accusing stare of his eyes. I almost feel like the jump button is there in case the player gets stuck on something.
Yeah.
Wait. Yes! Oh, there were only 3 cans. I like that the cans have a damage effect. Very good.
Let's get the hell out of here.
We'll be fine. Just take it easy.
I'm allergic to sirens. We gotta get moving.
Shut up! What
Oh damn, he like obliterated my health. Okay, this is not the correct way to go. Wait, did I pull the thing? There we go.
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes. Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo.
Oh, I know which one Garden means.
Lupino
Yes, it's
thought
time
he
for
could
the
get us
line.
by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing at Bogart, like I'd done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Payne in the butt. Payne to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves, or you get some wino downstairs to come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk swap plan. But don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he said bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers.
The Finito Brothers is such a good name, and I forgot completely
Cover had
about
been
it.
blown. The door slammed shut
Voice
behind
acting.
me. And then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Payne in the butt. Ha ha! Payne to the max. Junk swap kid. Got a ticket to Harbor City. And lying down.
This game is perfect.
A letter
Yes,
on the
it is.
desk caught my eye.
Bosses, everything all right?
I had met Lupino only once. The gangster ran all his rackets through his right-hand man, Vinny Gagniti. Gagniti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer bunny. He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
The V deal goes down at your hotel. Jack's exact words, quote, Vinny, you're in charge of this one, unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through. Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead. Goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
Rico Muerte.
A V deal meant added security, locked doors,
bit
lots
on
of
the
nerves,
nose.
those with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
Bosses, Joey, Virgilio, you're right in there? You're not answering.
He also got a sawed-off shotgun.
Okay, but we can't wait for that.
When did The Usual Suspects come out?
Like 5 years before this.
Okay.
Oh man, I can see all of the city from here. Some painkillers from the safe. Okay. Ugh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Too allergic to all this drama.
Getting out was not going to be easy. The staircase was locked and the elevator had been busted for a decade or more.
Elevator had been busted for a decade.
In his press conference today, the mayor stated that Valkyr represents a clear danger to New York and called for drastic actions to eliminate the problem. On today's top story, the Valkyr crisis worsens with the murder of DEA Special Agent Alex Balder. Special Agent Balder had been shot repeatedly from a point-blank range. The gunman has been identified as Max Payne. The noose is sure to tighten around this fugitive criminal as more NYPD units join the search to apprehend him.
I had just gotten my 15 minutes of fame.
Oh, Max, you. And you can also do this. This is a very mature game.
This game was more modern. You jump on the bed while it's vibrating, get an achievement.
Well, achievements weren't a thing. This is from the olden days.
The achievement was just completing the game.
The achievement was just enjoying yourself.
Yeah, something's wrong with the bosses.
The achievement was a friend you made along the way.
Let's go already. Payne's gonna pay in spades.
What the?
Just see him sliding on his belly across the roof.
I mean, it's what Max does best. See, if this was a modern game, I'd be like, oh man, are there any hidden collectibles? But because it's not, I'm like, oh, is there any health or ammo here?
And thank God, we don't have to worry about collectibles being tied to our health.
Oh god, I'd lose my fucking mind. That's a good joke. I miss, like, you know, like when almost every game did shit like this, you can just interact and spawn a thing. I miss that.
Sometimes the snacks would heal like a health or something.
Yeah.
If you're really persistent, you could like fully heal off of snacks out of the machine. Which I have done.
Gotta make sure I don't stare at the ladies too long, otherwise Twitch will put me down. Put me down, pull me down. I don't want Twitch.
Twitch is gonna put you down.
Pulls out a gun. You showed titty for
You
a last
showed
time.
titties.
My lord.
And now, an all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Acer Corporation.
The TVs in this game are really good.
My lady.
My lord.
My lady, there is a matter of great importance I must bring to your attention.
My lord, there is?
Indeed, my lady, there is indeed. From the very first moment we met, upon that distant forest path, there has been sunlight in the autumn leaves blazing like the colors of your hair.
Oh, my lord, you should not speak so.
But my lady, I must.
My lord, no. I forbid you. This cannot be. This must not be.
But why, my love, why?
My lord, it is too dreadful. Do not force me to speak the words.
My lady, I beg of you, I must know. I would rather die than not know.
Yes, my lord, we should both be dead, for this shame is too great for the living. My lord, I am your long-lost sister.
Okay, now that he knows of that cliffhanger, he can enjoy it in hell. Oh shit.
See, in about 15 years' time, we know that instead they'd have just boned down anyway. Thanks, Game of Thrones. Thanks.
So one thing I like about... I think the TV shows are much better in the second game, but one thing I do like about this more than in 3, if you want to watch this kind of stuff, you have to do the GTA thing, which is all full screen and literally just watch it rather than, like, you know, just eavesdrop on it.
Oh yeah, I remember the freaking weird ass thing. Too.
God, 2 had such good ones. Like, it had, what was it?
V-head junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
It was just very weird and trippy.
2 had, what was it called? Address Unknown. The one that said in Noir, York City. That one was, like, really good. Yeah, Clarenson's right. There's actually a plot line for all the shows throughout the entire second game. It was both Lords. Oh shit! It was both Lords and Ladies, Address Unknown, and there was also Big Justice. And Big Justice was literally a TV serialization of Max Payne, except they changed all the names. Like a Max Payne 1. Oh, so Max doesn't vibrate, the entire world vibrates when he's on the bed. Just like real life.
Yeah. Just imagine if you stood there long enough, you'd go rocketing off into space.
Yes, Big Justice was also blaxploitation. Oh wait, this is where it came from. And all these doors look the same. It's a love of big video game padlock. Bring back big video game padlock in modern times.
Piece of crap! Oh, careful, it might kick back. Killer vending machine.
You talking to me?
Tough guy, scared.
Get him!
Oh.
This auto shotgun doesn't really have the kick as the normal shotgun.
It was weird because you only have 2 bullets per clip. Well, clip. It's not really a clip.
Well, there's a reason.
I'm pretty sure the reload time on it is pretty fast.
Tonight,
Think you
the
could
city's fight
dual
against
wield
the
them?
nightmare drug Valkyr took a turn for the worse, as DEA Special Agent Alex Balder was found brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And now the weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history.
That's a good face.
This party had been dead for a while.
Just make the most.
I couldn't say I was sorry I'd missed the show.
Max. Gosh.
It's like make the most exaggerated face you could possibly think of.
Remember something super embarrassing you did as a kid and that you remember once every month. On average. And he's like, ah, yeah. That was pretty dumb, wasn't it? Armed and medium grade dangerous.
Whack the sucker!
Oh shit! Wow.
Wow.
I've got a shotgun.
Oh wow, there's like no loading time being back to that spot. That's nice.
Trust me, back in the day there were
Yeah.
loading screens.
I think I played this on like PS2 or the Xbox. Oh boy.
Okay, I wasn't sure whether he shot me or I shot him for a moment. Damn, like shotguns are still lethal, I guess. Yeah, that's the feeling.
Yeah, the shot.
It's nostalgia for me. Not only was it the most awesome game back in the day, but also the greatest game from Finland, my home country. Yeah, Finland has a really good game dev scene. Like, Finnish indie games are the shit right now.
Zero Ranger, Papa is you.
Muerte had received a letter.
Anything from House Marquee.
Our investigation had turned up nothing to link Angelo Punchinello, the head of the Punchinello family, to Valkyr. All tracks had ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Muerte's room was signed by the Don himself. It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back.
Punchinello,
One of our trusted
so
boys
good.
has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. We need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far past the point of no return, I couldn't even remember what it looked like when I had passed it.
And then you see the crumpled paper on the floor. Oh! I was admiring the environmental design. Gosh.
Now you can admire the environmental design of your corpses.
No, it's too late. It's ruined.
Oh, I gotta roll out. See you later.
Catch you later, Death.
Hey, you don't
See.
I'm glad that we're so far, what, a bit less than an hour in, and I'm already like, man, this is actually as good as I remember it.
I know, it's weird, right?
What the hell?
When's the last time we had that on stream?
I don't remember, honestly. Maybe when I streamed some Master System games?
Painkillers before you probably just as well you. What is this? Home Alone with the wet bandits?
Exactly. Yeah, but unless you're playing like on one of those difficulties that limits the number of saves you can do, it's not really that much of a deal. Like, if this had automatic checkpointing, I probably wouldn't even be manually saving.
I didn't want to know what happened here. It was not a pretty sight.
Well, in PC games especially, limited saves are kind of like, whoops, game crashed, too bad, bye. Oh, you're right, it is a Buffy reference. Buffy was such a good show. Door's full.
Yeah, a friend of mine was saying that they went through Buffy recently, and it holds up better than you would expect.
Yeah, but
It's still got bad spots, but
where was it? So I did this. I think something. Yeah, something opened. Oh, right, this part.
Hey, told you. God damn! I thought it was a bomb for sure.
Nah, the Russian wouldn't dare. This has been waiting to happen.
I thought it was a bomb.
Damn!
I like how it slid like between this body's legs. That was really good. Oh damn it! I didn't show off the. You can shoot the fire extinguisher and then they go all confused and then you can kill them. So I don't know, like, I don't know if these actually, like, turn hostile at any moment, but you don't get penalized for killing them, so whatever. Once play through the game without touching a single junkie. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know how it, like, works. It also tells you a lot
left
about...
her diary on the table.
Also tells you a lot about, the game when it's like, oh yeah, you're not penalized for killing junkies, but you are penalized for killing other innocent people, I guess.
The diary belonged to a hooker named Candy Dawn. The read would have made a vice cop blush.
Had talks with the mystery hag over the phone again. Sent her the latest One-Eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. It would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
And in 2 I know there's like, in 2 you can kill anybody without a game over state. And generally, you don't want to kill people because they give you ammo and healing and stuff. But yeah, this is also where the magic happens. Okay, open shortcut back. And he gets stuck much more to walls than he did in 2. At least more than I remember. But then actually like stun him, okay. So what's wrong with that? Oh yeah, I know this one. Is this the one, actually? The blood veins of New York. I love how melodramatic the writing is.
The old service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack Lupino's hotel.
Oh, this isn't the elevator. Okay, never mind. There's one elevator that has a special thing.
It was freaking crazy. The cops were doing a full-scale siege next door. More
more traffic than rush hour. I mean, bleeding bastards running back and forth, Ronnie and Jimbo to throw, and in the middle of all this, there we were. I didn't get up.
Hey, I'm from New York. Rush hour. Bada bing.
Nice flame death animation. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Needs more variety in the screams.
A winter storm warning is in effect in the whole tri-state area, as both freezing rain and heavy snowfall continue. Many roadways are already closed, and people are advised to stay indoors. The severe blizzard has ravaged New York for 3 days now, with no end in sight.
We'd been snowed from the start in the Valkyr case. The forecast said there was plenty more where that had come from. But the snowbound city was on my side. Less chance of innocent bystanders getting caught in the crossfire.
So this is your, hey, why aren't there so many people if there's New York? And this is your explanation. It was a pretty good one. Then again, I don't know, when New Yorkers kinda stay out of the snow. Also, they're still smoking hot. Okay, now they're unsmoked. Yep.
Well.
That was pretty good. I actually have not played Arkham Origins.
Don't bother. It doesn't really add anything to it.
I only played
If you're gonna play
I only played City, and I didn't really have too much fun with it.
I can see that. I like City the best out of the three that were primarily developed. Arkham might rely too much on the Batmobile, but Arkham Asylum is probably the best atmospheric experience.
Yeah, I can imagine. No, my problem with City was, man, I want to check this out, and then everybody's like, oh hey, there's Batman. Hey Batman, I'm the major villain number 12. You should pay attention to me. And it's like, okay, I can't go 2 steps in the city without somebody
Exhibit
being
number
super
1,
needy.
a newspaper. A dead man tied to a chair lay on the boiler room floor.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy has an unbeatable track record in superhero death matches. But a 6-pack of root beer gets me every time.
The murder weapon was a baseball bat, now lying in a pool of drying blood next to a newspaper folded open on a Captain Baseball Bat Boy comic strip.
Now that's a melee weapon. Oh shit. No, I should not have done that. Man, this is going pretty badly already. Okay, somebody died. Okay, let's try that again. I had to give you the baseball bat and then immediately you realize, actually, melee weapons are completely useless, unless you have Kung Fu mode installed.
Exhibit number 1, a newspaper.
Take vampire movies. Why are they always set in LA or Mexico? They can't even get a tan. If I was a bloodsucker, I'd move to the North Pole. Winter's one long night.
Yeah, and what would you eat? Suck blood from penguins?
Nah, Eskimos, man, Eskimos.
Wow. Okay.
It's vampire discourse.
Ice 'em.
Actually, I think like vampires are kind of like not a leitmotif, but they keep getting mentioned. Ammo. Nothing here. Oh, there is a comic book about that. Okay.
Chill with the guns. Trust me, you don't want to piss Muerte off. Gentlemen, let's do business. Green for green. Cheers at green-eyed angels. Amen.
How did I miss everybody? Jeez.
A lifetime ago, this would have gone down as a narcotics arrest. There was a key on the table.
Yep, that is a key. That is a key.
Look at that key.
That is a key-ass key.
It was dirty money. The transparent cylinders glowed green, full of Valkyr.
If your drug is glowing green,
It's a designer
there
drug.
might be a problem.
No, it's okay. It's a designer drug. It's meant to look fancy. Man, that key is good. Also, man. I guess it would make sense they would have the Twin Towers in the painting. Was this before 9/11 or after it? I think this might have been before 9/11. You definitely still have pictures of them. Okay, this is long. Oh yeah, time. This might be too hot for Twitch, everybody. So, please be prudent and avert your eyes.
Two mad dog killers, ready to murder each other. They step into the next room, and I'm thinking, now they're gonna do it. But no. They sit down in front of a TV and solve their differences with the Kung Fu fighting video game. I tell you, kid, I was so depressed, I strangled them both with the video game cables.
Oh, Rico, you're so bad.
I am, ain't I?
Rico Muerte, big-time hustler.
Who the hell?
It's that cop.
Muerte went for his gun.
What's your gun? Oh shit, there's more people here. Wait, were these guys just like watching him?
Yeah, he's a mob boss. Are you going to say anything otherwise?
No, if I was a mob boss, I'd be like, okay, fuck out. Door! Too strong!
Really, the fetish of his.
Good.
No! God damn it. Okay, let's try this again.
Two mad dog killers, ready to...
Jeez, I forgot how difficult this scene was, holy crap. think I have this down now. Okay. Thank you for the club.
No problem. I really do love that URL name.
Fuck off.
Jeez.
Okay, I think they're now cleared out. Still have Rick and Huerta though. Wow, okay, he has a bunch of health.
Can't believe this is a boss fight.
Yeah, I sure can. Okay, I'm just gonna like hide him behind here. Oh, don't jump.
Max, please.
There we go. Cost me all my fucking health. Sorry folks, bar's closed.
Closing time.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Imagine how difficult if I would have been if the guy put his pants up. Yep, also. Somehow that aggroed everybody.
Did his weapon despawn?
No. Oh wait, I didn't get the Uzi? What? Oh, there it is. No, it fell down.
Okay, there we go.
Sorry, not Uzi, Ingram. Also, I have like no fucking health.
The antique switchboard was still in use. There was an old telephone switchboard in the back room of the reception area, the kind that made phone tapping child's play. It wasn't hard to picture a fat pimp sweating with headphones on, listening to his hookers talk dirty and fake orgasms over a web of party lines. The blood veins of New York. Right now, there was a different set of moans and groans going on.
Boss, Cornelia, this is Max Payne. He came, started capitalist. He killed him.
Are you freaking kidding me? He's just one lousy cop. You better be freaking kidding me. Whack him. What's the freaking problem? Hello? Answer me. Hello?
The word was out. A deadly virus released into the city's corrupt circulatory system. Something wicked this way comes. Max Payne at large.
Max Payne at large has quick saves. Unstoppable. Let's see here.
And I can't get over just how noir everything is written.
Man, this game is like super noir. It's kind of like annoying how like painfully noir the first two games are, and then the third game keeps like referencing all of that as how it was like oh, it's super childish, instead of like carrying it, like carrying the influences further. I don't know. I have a lot of issues with 3, and hopefully I will stream it at one point and explain them. Oh, this is a good one.
My money? You know who you're dealing with? do you? Do you?
Yeah, I don't think anybody ever like thought this was like mature or anything. It's just like it's hyper. It's neo noir. It's self-aware noir, and everybody liked that. It's like criticizing Alan Wake for being hyper inspired by Stephen King novels. It's like, yeah, that's the point. I'm actually very curious about Control. That's coming out, I think, next month. What is the latest Remedy game? Previews I've heard about Control make it sound much better than Quantum Break. Plus, I think they're like, yeah, they're 505 is publishing. Oh shit. Never mind. Action scene. There we go. Action scene nowhere. 505 is publishing, and they don't really like meddle too much in development, so that's probably means they have more freedom than with Quantum Break, because Quantum Break was Microsoft backed.
I thought I've seen an LP at Quantum Break. It didn't seem too bad. Gimmicky, yes, but it seemed like it played well.
Gotta pick up that guy.
Alright, now we have dual engrams. Whoever want to just devour our ammo. Is this way? No.
I think you gotta hit that exit.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking for a game. It looks interesting unit from Project.
Oh, that exit, right. There we go. But yeah, I'm very curious about that. Yeah, Max Payne 3 is basically Rockstar writing an attempt at being serious, I guess, and criticizing contemporary culture. Which, you know, Rockstar does really well, as we all know from their games.
And I'm the king
Turn
of
around,
England.
walk away, blow town. That would have been the smart thing to do. Guess I wasn't that smart. Lupino's tenement buildings were a seedy hangout for all kinds of sleaze. A liquor store, a pawn shop, a laundromat full of mobster bookies and loan sharks. The list went on. The how and why of it was a mystery to me, but they knew I was a cop. They knew I was coming, and they were gonna get real trigger happy about it. I got to see Lupino's hangout all lit up. A bomb went off, turning snow into liquid gold. A pillar of fire lifted the remains of a car straight up into the air. The flames were highlighted on the hood of a black Mercedes-Benz as it coasted down the street real slow, as if the driver didn't have a worry in the world. I got a good look at the man riding shotgun. It was Vladimir, the head of the local Russian mob, the fly in Don Punchinello's soup. The ringing in my ears was the sound of a mob war being waged.
Yeah, I haven't seen Man on Fire, but I didn't like Max Payne 3
Vodka.
almost at all, so yeah.
The license plate said vodka.
Yeah, it makes sense once you find out who it is.
I mean, I'm gonna Russians.
Vladimir Lenin. Yeah, he'll have an entire club named Vodka.
Another bomb exploded inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover.
Also, I like how, by the way, so usually, so why that is there, obviously, is so you, like, you as a player couldn't go there. Because if you put an invisible wall, that would be unrealistic and immersion breaking, but a massive tanker exploding and flipping in such a way to perfectly block an entire street, well, that's immersive. That's good level design. I'm just saying, it's basically replacing one dumb problem with another dumb problem. Or Resident Evil 2 also had zombies, so everything was on fire anyway. Nope. Also, man, I miss bullet time from the second game. The second game had much improved bullet time. The one where you can, like, just turn wildly and reload your guns. That was so good. Alright, I think to go around for that. Pizza, free delivery. Pictured a chicken.
Yeah. That's pizza.
That's chicken pizza. Yeah, you always had like
a depressing read.
Oh yeah, you always had like the basic level of bullet time, which was just like jump to the side.
The headlines were screaming bloody murder. The storm was a screaming duet with the approaching prowl car sirens. It was all a scream when you were down for the count and wanted for murder.
Max Payne Killer, Murder, Valkyr, DADOA. I like that one. That's a good headline. Also, I think this is the same area they used for the tutorial. Think. Oh. Oh god, okay, maybe I'm not gonna die. Oh, I forgot the max limit in this one. Okay. Yeah, so whenever you're like at like minimum health, it auto heals to down to max of shoulders, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. Isn't it great how we were doing so well with health and healing, and then we had that one fight and it all went to shit? Yeah, it reuses the street, I think, for the tutorial. I can remember that van at least. This is gonna be a puzzle.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
Okay, I think I have to shoot this. I guess it's not working. Am I missing something? Oh god!
Okay.
I guess it bugged out a bit. Yo! I was like, why isn't it exploding? Like, I'm not dumb. I could have sworn it was that what it was meant to do. Yeah, it must be a bug. Could be a compatibility thing. Well, at least melee worked. Okay, that was a waste of bullets. Rare. Molotov bullets. Okay, time to do the strategy of just keep everything in the same doorway. Or not. Oh god. There's some good music.
Dude's kicking up.
A beaten up phone in the entrance hall was ringing. It could have been just a junkie in need of a fix, but it turned out to be something more sinister than that.
Am I speaking to Mr. Payne?
Who wants to know?
My name is Alfred Woden. You must hurry. The police are on their way.
Tell me something I don't know.
They know you're there.
How? And what's it to you?
I will contact you again.
The cops arrived, sirens singing in the off-key harmony of a manic-depressive choir. I had a few minutes while the SWAT team would go through their usual routine. By the time they busted in, I needed to be long gone.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
Oh, music's off.
Nah, take it easy.
Take it easy in hell. Oh god, it's blown up.
Someone had left a letter on the counter. Suddenly it all made sense. The bombs, the Russian mob boss making an appearance in person. Gagnidi was his usual self. All talk and no walk.
After our hit, the Russian has only a couple of guns left, and they can be bought. There's no freaking way he has the guts to try anything after that.
As it turned out, the Russian had plenty of guts. One thing you could count on, you push a man too far and sooner or later he'd start pushing back. There was a key on the shelf.
So yeah, that's our first sight of the SWAT team. Can't remember, I don't think you actually fight the SWAT team at any point, because that would make you a cop killer. And cop killers are bad in a pro-cop universe. Oh, motherfucker, okay. That was good. I was about to say this is like the restroom, it has to have some painkillers, right? Wow, he fucking just tapped me with an engram, holy crap.
And we had dual engrams. Shredded.
I wonder if it's something weird with like the frame rate, like maybe it's like counting damage every frame or something, like multiple times. I don't know. It's just like very weird that it will like tap me and murder me. Or maybe it's just the difficulty scaling of the game being weird. Also, hey, platforming. Nice.
Well.
Guess there's real backtracking, folks. Oh, it actually looks like the engrams just do a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah.
Hey, Azur.
But you get so little ammo for them.
I wonder, like, can you break this and open it? No, you cannot. Well, fun fact, if you attack the TV with melee, it'll explode and deal damage to you. There we go. We'll complete it. Yeah, this is aged fairly alright. I don't really have any major issues with it so far, aside from the sudden like damage spikes, but that's like whatever.
The bombs had destroyed all the stairs up to Lupino's office. The
Very
alternate
informative.
route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
It's never been this cold. Never ever. It's like the sky's falling.
Yes, sir. It's the end of the world as we know it.
And I don't feel fine. I don't feel anything. Not a thing.
I'm freezing my butt off.
I should kill them for that reference, but whatever.
To get to the roof, I'd need to get to the elevator through the locked door up ahead. Pizza delivery.
Never seen you before. Buzz off, Joker.
I like how he's right to go with pizza delivery. Also, thank you for the host, Ben Lord. Welcome aboard, folks. It's locked. Honestly, if somebody like Max Payne went to my front door and said, "Would you be interested in these plain leather jackets?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, they look great." But I don't think I'm the kind of person that can rock a leather jacket. Best I can do is rock novelty t-shirts. Can you just pass these guys? Sir, your collision is blocking my progress. Gosh, so rude. I mean, I played this years and years ago. I really like this series in this game. I think they've done aggro.
No, don't shoot.
You know the clowns at the laundry?
Me? No.
You're no good to me then.
What? No, the laundry, yeah. I know him, yeah.
Get me in there.
Okay.
Alright, now we have another escort. I was wondering when we'd have, like, another escort. I'll say, okay. Do you game over to kill them? I think you do.
Pressure was too much. I'd sunk down to their level.
Yeah, let's go. I'm not sure how many times you actually escort people in Max Payne 1.
It's me. Open up. Let me in, quick.
Not so fast. The password. John Woo.
Come on. Okay, John Woo.
All right. Come right in. It's a trap! Hey!
John who? John Woo. Okay, because this is inspired by John Woo movies.
Oh man.
You know, I really like John Woo movies, and then I watched Dragon Ball Evolution, and I genuinely have not watched a single John Woo movie since.
Wait, that was John Woo?
He starred in it, yeah. Not John Woo, sorry. Not John Woo. Okay, so I used to watch a lot of John Woo movies with Chow Yun-fat, is what I wanted to say, and then I watched Dragon Ball Evolution, and because Chow Yun-fat was in it, I stopped watching a lot of John Woo movies because it just kept reminding me of Dragon Ball Evolution. That's what I wanted to say, sorry. Yeah, Chow Yun-fat. What's this here?
Thank you.
Sorry, if you killed the elevator music, Max thanks you. Sure, you want to say something? Lobby floor 142. Ah, you see this was made by a European company because floor 1 isn't the ground floor. We did? Hmm. I guess I picked up the arrow from here.
New York City is in crisis tonight, with reports of Valkyr-related gang war in the streets of the Bronx. Apparently, Max Payne, wanted for questioning in connection with the slaying of a DEA special agent earlier tonight, is waging a one-man war against his former partners in crime. Among the listed casualties so far are notorious mafia members Joey and Virgilio Finito, as well as Rico Muerte, himself a fugitive from the law, and a suspect for several murders in the Chicago area. The NYPD has been placed on full alert. A citywide APB has been put out on Max Payne. Deputy Chief Jim Bravura has promised to take whatever steps necessary to bring him to justice. What those steps may be remains to be seen. For CNN TV News, this is Kira Silver.
Well, I mean, like, so in Serbia we have ground floor, and I think in a lot of, like, European countries you generally have ground floor. I know in the US it's usually first floor is the ground floor, and the US second floor is, in Europe, and a lot of European countries, the first floor. Or US first floor, or your second floor is European second floor.
It's the last place I'd want to go. That's where I always end up anyway. It's not me talking to the Payne Flamingo, but someone who looks the part down to the finest detail, except that he's evil. I'm hiding in the shadows, watching it all unfold. The Flamingo speaks. It can speak here. It says, "Mirrors are more fun than television." That's, mirrors are more fun than television. Somehow I know this, just don't ask me how. And I, not me, but my double, nods and smirks at this like it was the funniest thing in the world. And then something goes wrong, and suddenly they know I'm there, hiding behind them, and they both turn to look at me with cold eyes. And the Flamingo speaks again. I have no idea what that means. And that's when I always wake up to my own scream, in that brightly lit white hospital room, strapped to my bed.
That's address unknown. Gets more fleshed out in the sequel, but the second thing the Flamingo said was the flesh of fallen angels.
Is that the thing that got turned into the movie?
What do you mean?
That flesh of fallen angels. Was that the entire line that they used to justify the movie?
No, that line is in the games as well. Like it's in the games, in the context of the main plot, not just the television show.
Okay.
I can't remember where. I think it's in this game we'll find a character that actually talks that line. It's a bit weird. Like
yeah, that looked. They took that like straight out of some Twin Peaks. Some of those stills.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you look at Alan Wake, it's really a surprise that they like Twin Peaks.
No.
It's always red or blue in the movies.
But no, you mean the blessed works of Stephen King.
So we didn't catch that, but they were looking at a bomb, and the guy said it's always red or blue in the movie. Spoiler: this isn't a movie. This is real life. Okay, I forgot about that gag. That's a good gag. Oh, shit. I didn't even see that was a platform. Man, the shotgun is so good in this game.
Is the lighting not great on your end, or is that just like where I'm seeing from?
It's pretty dark on my end as well. Like here, it's kind of like super dark. And then here is fine.
What the hell are you standing around here for? They're bombing us. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. What are you doing? This is war. Freaking war.
And this is where we find Vinny Gagnini.
Vinny Gagnini, just the man I've been killing to see.
Payne? Freaking fed. I knew from day one there was something screwy about you. What do you think you're doing? You're a freaking cop. You ain't got squad on us. You can't just come in here waving your piece like it meant something. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh God, you shot me. Ah. You're dead, Payne. What the hell are you waiting for, you apes? Kill him. Kill him. With pleasure, boss.
Gagnini bailed. I made like Chow Yun Fat.
Ah, there's a reference. I also like how those guys are clearly the in-game models, but these guys are actors. Damn, I did not have enough. I didn't have the correct weapon. Okay, let's try this again. Gagnini is really good. Engrams makes everything easy.
Yeah. The letter lay on Gagnini's desk. The letter was addressed to Don Punchinello, but Vinny had never had the nerve to finish it.
Jack's gone voodoo. Just the other night, he shot Dino because he wanted to see what his brains looked like splattered on the wall. He's a freaking mad dog. We're running out of men and business fast.
Gagnini had been living in mortal fear of his boss. Jack Lupino was a psycho.
But when we encounter Jack Lupino, we'll see.
Vinny Gagnini was running scared.
How weird things get.
He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew
I like how he's like,
and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino.
I like how he's barely walking and does a combat
I don't
roll.
know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
Oh, there he said the line. Wait, which is this way? Yeah, this.
Gagnini hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
I think.
Oh,
Okay, I think the game.
is...
Yeah, the game is not loading. Nope. Wait, how do you do this again?
You can try walking on that bar.
No, I can just try doing that.
That works.
Jump down, dumb. Fucking throw your face against the train, smart.
We're still in part 1? Wow.
Yeah. Chapter 7, Police Brutality.
This was my second train
How
ride of
many-
the night. The way it started,
how many
I was
parts are
better than
there?
the last one.
4?
Freezing wind tearing at my face like sandpaper and razors. Ice hard and slick under my hands and feet. And somewhere in the background, the wail of sirens. The city howling after me. New York sped by in fast forward. Dark rooftop water towers and a dead forest of antennas and chimneys, all a blur.
God, this
When the
such
train
purple
he was
writing.
riding
I love
slowed
it.
down. Gagnini made his move.
This man has a lot of blood.
It's a lot for somebody who is severely wounded. He is doing really well on the acrobatics. But you know, Gear gives men wings. Whoosh. Wait, did his model have bad collision there for a moment and fall down?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think the dead jump missed, yeah. Could somebody clip that? I want to rewatch that afterwards.
On it, coach.
Thank you. You are a treasure. Yeah, this is running on some, like, compatibility mod, so God knows what else will happen. Like needing to melee, canisters to explode. Where are they? Oh, they're across the street. Acer, a bit closer to heaven. And all these metaphors. Thank you, Roglip. Finny, you okay there? You okay there, buddy? I don't think he's noticed me.
Yeah, he totally didn't make that jump. Oh my god.
Sorry, I forgot I had the
What?
fire there. No, I died to the fire.
No. Why wasn't...
Wasn't he on fire? I don't know. Vinny?
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss.
No problem.
I think there's some serious bugs going.
I think the game kind of broke.
Yeah.
Ooh boy, that's not good. That is not good if that is happening right now. Oh shit. Okay, maybe what I need to do is I need to start the trigger because that's the issue, and then run back up.
I don't think Vinny's supposed to...
Gonna run back up blind.
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss. You got it.
No problem.
Hey! What the?
Damn it! So close. Okay. We can get that. We can do this. How's Payne? Well, we're currently glitching out Vinny Gognady, dearest of all our friends. Oh shit.
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs!
Okay, boss. You got it.
No problem.
He's just not active during the cutscene.
Yeah.
What is this? What the hell?
Vinny misses one jump and the entire game falls apart.
Oh my god, that's probably what it was.
Yeah, I think there's something messed up there. Okay. Okay. I have an idea.
Walk.
Are they immune? I think they're immune. Shit, they're immune.
You got it.
No problem.
Young man, you have arrived just in time to watch me.
Okay. Thank you for a follow. Okay. Here we can do. Here's what we can do. I'm gonna try and trigger him and run up the stairs.
Oh
god. This is gonna be well.
So happy I was here to witness this.
Yeah, they're immune to damage. Shit.
Oh, this is because these are like cutscene models and they're like immune.
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss, you got it.
No problem.
Hey.
Gosh it. That is not where I thought I would be. Okay. We almost got there.
So it's like the cutscene models were there and hadn't triggered right.
So Ivy, what happened was they would start shooting me before the cutscene ended. I would start taking damage. So that's what messed me up. Oh.
What?
Max?
Oh no.
Max? God damn it! I was literally, I'm gonna make like an extra save file here.
Oh god, this is so like... This is like the most broken I've ever seen a game.
I have never seen this happen in Max Payne. Like I've never seen this bug. Okay.
How you having to find new and unique ways to get around the...
Okay, boss, you got it.
No problem.
Hey.
Oh, it took away my movement.
What the hell?
Should not have done this. Okay, got them. Okay.
Just don't go back up.
Don't go back. Yeah, don't go back up. Let's just continue. Jesus.
Get out of this accursed place.
Hey, I like that bark. Hey, what's up, Payne? That was the wife and Chuck kid. Okay, now I think he triggered properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a compatibility issue. Like this is currently running on compatibility mods. Like this was far more broken until I installed the mods. Like there was no sound. It was all like weirdly broken. Like we started the stream with 2 crashes. No, 3 crashes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a challenge to get it running. Ooh, what is this? They killed an NYPD police task force officer. Oh no.
Okay.
I'm sure that was meant to be like a shocking revelation. Or detail, whatever you want to call it. Oh.
Again, sure, okay. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me too broken up about this.
That may have been not smart.
Maybe they think that's a trap, but they're just supposed to go up the long way.
Oh, there's a painkiller here. Painkiller for the dead. Bury me with 2 painkiller pills, both said on each eye, one on each eye, so I can pay my toll. What the? Oh no, I guess I have to do the elevator.
Oh.
Oh.
And you're popping from down here.
I mean, I don't know if anybody remembers, but the port of Max Payne 2 on Steam was originally the pirated copy. Like you would download, you would like buy the game, and you could check the files, and you would see it had a no CD README file from a hacking group. Also, if you look at here, do we have any new credit scenes? Well, sirens, no credits and quit scenes. Or was it maybe the second game that did like the contextual ones? Wow, I got blown to fucking bits. I know like there's like the updates to quit screens depending on progress, but it might be just in 2. There we go. No, I definitely went with the first 2. Like 3 might do it, I don't remember.
Whack the sucker!
Whack the sucker. Oh god. Oh shit. That's a grenade. Ah! Let's try this again. Can't just like kind of cheese this. Nope. Fuck it. Nope. Never mind, I hit the wall.
Shit, put that wall up.
Okay, there we go. God, engrams just chew through ammo and murder people.
Oh yeah. Case in point.
Was he using an engram? Yes, he was. Yeah. Captain Baseball bad boy. He's back, he's mean, and he's got a bat.
We're gonna be rich! Freaking rich! Even richer than that, wise guy. Freaking rich!
Freaking rich.
In hell. I should stop doing that. I'm ripping up Scruffy. That's his shtick. Though I always appreciate a good in hell line. Yeah, I don't think you'd like ever release like you'd ever see GOG releasing like pirated copy. They actually like I actually look for this game. I usually when I'm doing something that's pre-2010, I usually check GOG first instead of Steam because they actually have better compatibility with modern systems. But sadly, this is only available on Steam legally.
You know, I just thought you probably could emulate an original Xbox, play it that way, and it'd probably run better.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't play this game on a pad.
No, I mean,
I think I played 3 on a pad, but I don't think I could play this one on a pad.
I played it originally on a pad, then I played it on PC. I'm like, wow, this is much better.
Max Payne has nowhere left to go. We are very close to capturing him. You'll get a full statement then. Right now, I've got better things to do, ma'am.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the NYPD with no further comment at this time.
Apart from his suspicious food habits, I figured Bravura to be one of the good guys. Fate had just dropped us on different sides in this. But when it came to capturing me, he was way out of his league. I'd already ditched the cops a couple of rooftops back. For now.
I think he just called him fat.
He did. But he said that despite that, he was a good cop. As if that did factor in. Look, Max Payne is a bit of a douche. Like, he's killed so many people, I don't think we need to humanize him or justify him. It's fine.
He had to have a quip.
I can hear him. Ready? Keep your guns pointed at the
Okay, this is it. Any moment now, Payne's gonna bust through that door with murder in his eye. It's either him or us. I, for one, am gonna pump the SOB so full of lead, they'll need a forklift to carry the coffin to the grave.
Did he do anything if he don't come out?
Gun him down!
Oh god!
Oh.
There goes my entire health bar. Wow, wow, wow. Fucking rude. Did they just kill each other? Oh shit. It's fine, it's fine. I think there might be another one outside. Nope. Oh, okay, that's everybody. Cool. What was I gonna say? Yeah, look. Oh shit! Jesus! I just keep barely surviving this bullshit.
Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
Oh no, I made a mistake. Do not roll downstairs, folks.
Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
Should I jumped again?
Nearly out of slow juice.
Yeah. Jesus, there's so many of them here. I think there's something on the left with a shotgun. Yep, there is. Wow, fuck off. Okay. That was a bit too much, but although I have like almost no health.
Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
I don't remember the last time I had to use a crouch button in this game. This is not a good place to have like my own health.
Yeah.
Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
like how he started shooting before he lifted the gun.
I'm gonna start saving one by one. So we don't stay here forever. Because of things like that. I didn't want to jump forward. Okay, I'm heading to the ledge. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's try this. Let's try the different method, which is this. Wow, I just fucking dived down those stairs. No painkillers here. He's the only one left. He has a lot of health for somebody who's about to die. There we go. Gosh.
Gagniti ran out of steam in a dead-end alley with steam boiling out of the sewer grates like all the fires of hell were burning high beneath us. It was shakedown time. Where's Lupino?
Screw you!
Bad start, Vinny.
Police brutality!
Jeez. Pretty high on that.
How long did it take to do that in one take?
Just keep telling yourself that. Listen good, Candyman. I'm not gonna be anybody's fall guy. I want to know where your boss is hiding. There was no glory in this. I hadn't asked for this crap. Trouble had come to me in big dark swarms. The good and the just were like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them. I was no hero. Just me and the gun and the crook. My options had decreased to a singular course.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more. Lupino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub. Book me. Take me home into the freaking jail, just don't hurt me.
Your rights will be ready at your funeral.
Okay. Don't worry, we'll see more of Vinny in the sequel.
Ragnarok was Lupino's private nightclub, a den of drugs built into an old theater. I knew what waited inside. V-head junkies ready to explode in random acts of senseless violence. And Lupino's goon squad, the worst stone-cold killers this side of hell. Ragnarok was as inviting as a headache, flickering and flashing to a machine gun beat. The belly of the nightclub was a gothic theme park that began with bondage games and led to the nasty stuff from there.
Oh,
As subtle with its dark message as a cop-killer bullet through the heart. Like father, like son. Just like Jack Lupino.
Okay, give me a second, I just need to get some water.
Probably not Iggy, but it does go places like Phantasmagoria.
Okay, I got some water. We're gonna do this level, and then we're gonna call it a stream, because I think that's where part 1 ends. Oops.
Sounds good.
Don't need to shoot. Also, in case something breaks, I'm just gonna do a safety save. Also, I really don't like that I don't have health. I prefer when I'm healthy. And yeah, this is definitely one of the edgiest fights in the game, or levels in the game.
The book had never been a bestseller.
Yeah, I mean the boss fight as well. Like, I think we can finish this within 40
Given the
minutes.
setting, I was surprised to find that somebody had been passing time reading. The
And
paperback was
yes,
entitled
he's right. This
The Age of
will
Murder
not.
and
This
Storm.
cannot possibly be more
The
edgy
paperback
than
mentioned Norse
Phantasmagoria
mythos and
2.
Ragnarok, the end of a Viking world with a terrible winter that covered the earth in ice, when vile crimes were rampant and all humanity lost. I could see how somebody impressionable might get it into their head that we were at the end of time. I was also beginning to see what the nightclub and its owner were all about.
Ah, finally health. Can't wait to lose in the next fight.
You missed the part of Ragnarok. There's another age that follows after everyone else is dead. Bowler comes back from the dead. Yeah.
Cannot believe I lost all the health I healed. Good shit, man. I think somebody's throwing Molotovs. Oh. There we go. No surprise that this bar is full of cocktails. Come on. Oh right, there's leather jacket dudes here. They're gonna introduce later. I guess I was wrong. I do like the graffiti art. Very nice. Makes me want to play a Jet Set Radio game.
And does Jet Set Radio have copyrighted music in it? I forget.
Whack 'em. Okay, that was close.
Books on the occult had been piled on the table.
Can I interact with them, Max? Oh, it's this table. Sorry.
The room was stacked with light reading, such as Necronomicon, Witchcraft, and Paradise Lost. Old exotic titles like Malleus Maleficarum and De Umbrarum Regnum Novum Portus.
This is
books with pentagrams on
good.
their covers, all dealing with the occult and the infernal, lying between stacks of horror videos and a couple of Ouija boards. The only thing I could take seriously was the thought of Lupino taking it seriously. He had been spending a lot of time getting intimate with the guy downstairs.
Oh, this is...
It's pretty good. Like, how does he even have the Necronomicon? Like, you can't find that in libraries. Is this also like just like a book called Necronomicon, or is it like the actual Necronomicon bound in human flesh?
Don't you know there are unauthorized copies made of the Necronomicon for public consumption?
Can't wait to find the Necronomicon and also the Book of Vile Darkness. Just like the D&D, the actual D&D book, Book of Vile Darkness.
I think I found a PDF of that once.
It's pretty edgy. But so is the Book of
Yes.
the Book of Exalted Deeds is also edgy as fuck. Are there? Like I generally didn't know.
I mean, yeah, no, there are Necronomicon books published. It's like, in all seriousness, God, there's, in terms of occult books, just boy, there are a lot, and it's into weird fracturings based on just different people's versions and such of the book.
I mean, I have no doubt that somebody published a book called Necronomicon. I'm just more like, isn't like Necronomicon itself like like not a real book? It's like a fictional book, right?
Yes and no, sort of. It's weird. Like, I'm pretty sure that, yes, it's a fictional book in Lovecraft works, but thanks to the nature of how Lovecraft's commercialization, there've been versions that have been written out as being like in-universe physical copies in our world that are supposed to have the same text as the in fiction text.
Okay. Basically, what you're telling me is how the same way for Lord of the Rings, there's a book how to learn to speak Elven or whatever it's called. You can have the Necronomicon as well, like kind of like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, no, you see, that's the thing. It's not that just reading the book is what drives you insane, it's the desire for the special knowledge inside the book is what causes the eldritch madness upon you. Look, Satanic, there are much easier and less painful rituals to summon demons than using the Necronomicon.
Yeah, just light some candles and chant a little.
Nah, just pirate yourself a copy of the Devil Summoning Program.
Also, this is a good.
Much easier.
This is a good shot. I like this.
Oh yeah, with the
It
money
is.
exploding.
I also like that there's friendly fire, so they keep accidentally killing each other. Can I even reach there? Oh shit, I think I did kill somebody.
Hey.
Just
Grenade
make sure
actually
you...
worked.
Nice. But make sure if you're using the Devil Summoning app, don't be in Tokyo when you use it. Bad things happen when you use that in Tokyo.
It's bad feng shui. Also, man, that's a lot of V. Yep, I sure blew that guy up. I'm very proud of that.
Got him down.
Oh right, I forgot about this. Yeah. Just drop a guy down there dead.
Cinematic. Cinematic. There's no shooting through the floor. Not for another couple years.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there were some games that did that as a feature. Like that certain weapons can shoot through the ground, through the walls and stuff like that.
I know, I think Left 4 Dead 2 does it.
Yes, it does. I understand.
I think it might like the a version of Counter-Strike did it.
I'm pretty sure it's like the 1 point something version of Counter-Strike had that as well. Like the AWP could go through walls. Also, man, look at that Dark Souls platforming.
Hell yeah.
We all know which game From Software played, huh?
Exactly. It's like, let's just make this game, but without the gun.
And then years afterwards, they made Bloodborne.
Let's kind of put the guns.
They were like, what if we made Max Payne, but old and just at one level? Shotgun, very good.
Welcome.
Welcome whoever joined.
Hello. I've never actually played this game.
Max Payne pretty good. Oh, look at that. Oh, he didn't fall over the railing. God damn it, what's even the point then?
What game?
I mean, compared to what happened earlier, I think that's an okay glitch.
I'm trying to think, wasn't there a game that it actually had logic in the game so that if it was a character was shot and they were on anywhere near proximity to the railing, they were programmed to actually kind of stumble towards the railing and then always fall over it?
I'm pretty sure I have read that in multiple games, yeah. Also, something's wrong with the stairs, okay? Like with this compatibility. Look at how fast he just like shoots down the stairs. Like, I am confident it wasn't like that before.
Yeah,
someone
no.
Someone just put baskets on them.
I think like something with the physics is just broken.
No, I don't know if we're ever gonna get as broken as earlier.
I really hope not.
This is Rockstar, right?
Karaoke never was my scene.
No, Remedy.
That's Remedy.
Oh, Remedy?
Rockstar published the second game. The first two games are developed by Remedy, and then the third game is developed by Rockstar.
Huh.
Which, as a game, it was alright. I just don't think it was a good Max Payne.
Yeah, no.
I just always remember seeing like things of Max Payne and just with the face that he's always making, that his model always reminded me of Johnny Knoxville.
I mean, I get it.
I've heard multiple instances of people who like meet the writer at Remedy, who Max Payne's one is based off of, like Sam Lake, and calling him Max instead of Sam. Pretty good.
God, that's like the beginning plot of like a Twilight Zone episode in which you like someone who like he has his likeness to as the character. His life just starts to be where he is now turning into the character.
Is that the plot of that Stranger Than Fiction movie?
Maybe?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ow.
Oh, that's a grenade.
This game is definitely lacking in the shoot grenades in the air department. Gotta come back down here. Some shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't even I say it probably wasn't until like Call of Duty 2 that you could even do anything to a grenade in there.
I'm still just used to Vanquish and being able to shoot grenades.
Imagine Max Payne could do stuff you could do in Vanquish. Just start skating around.
Sam Lake, from what I know, during Max Payne 1-2 was the like lead writer, and now he's creative director at Remedy. I don't know how long he's been like creative director, but I don't think he was CEO ever. That's one level done. Okay, now I think that was the boss fight.
I don't know, but I just typed Sam Lake into Google to get like an image search, and I think he has one face.
A sickly sweet smell that made you gag.
Like he has this one smile that it seems to have in like 80% of his pictures.
Big Apple. Lupino lurks somewhere ahead, like a spider at the center of his web, waiting. The vapors in the air started to make my head swim. Torn pieces of a letter lay scattered on the sofa.
The sofa?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the sofa. Oh no, it's that other sofa. I'm sorry.
Punchinello had threatened Lupino in writing. The note had been torn to pieces, bloody fingerprints all over them.
Don't want you to think that one of my boys is not playing with a full deck. Shape up, Jack. We are running a business here.
Since when I was listening to this, and I'd heard the name Punchinello, I'd been thinking, I'm like, what? There's something that I can remember that's named Punchinello, and I forgot what it was.
Super Mario RPG.
That's what it is.
Lupino's notes.
Yeah, that one weird boss in the mines.
Jack Lupino was crazy, all right. The table was scattered with notes of demented arcane nonsense written in rusty blood. A mishmash list of demons, devils, and dark gods evoked.
Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Baphomet, Lucifer, Loki, Cthulhu, Lilith, Hela, blood given to you all.
He was after that old Faustian deal. Your soul for power and fortune. Just sign on the dotted line with your blood.
Your Cthulhu.
Lupino's notebook lay on the pedestal. Jack Lupino was crazy, all right.
Mythic wolves, let loose to devour the sun and the moon. Lupino is the wolf. I'm Mr. Beast, the big bad Fenris wolf. I'm
Mr. Beast.
Wearing the flesh of fallen angels.
He must have the edgiest fucking persona.
The end of the world had become a cliche. But
I mean, at least has to be a wolf if it's
brooding
Luke.
underdog avenger alone against an empire of evil, out to right a great
werewolf
injustice.
with skeletal angel
Everything was
wings.
subjective. There were only personal apocalypses. Nothing is a cliche when it's happening to you.
So I like that last line. That's one of my favorite lines of the series, because it's basically like, yeah, this is all a cliche, but you know, we're gonna play it straight. And I really like that about this game.
I do appreciate, like Ivy saying, was like, I wish they were boy, he was swinging for fences there, just calling everybody.
Yep.
He's like, one of them will listen.
It's like that scene. It's like that scene in The Mummy where the mummy grabs that one con man, and he starts praying to all the religions until one eventually works on the mummy, and he's like, "Oh wait, I know that one." Okay, I'm gonna do manual saver.
Also, there's the one thing that you see a lot in shooter games in this era where you get the selective naming of weapons, where some will be named what they actually are, and then some are just named pump action shotgun.
It's a licensing thing. If you use the real, now they're a bit more strict about it, but how it's generally if you use the real actual manufacturer's name, you have to pay royalties to the manufacturer.
Some names aren't actually copyrighted, others are, so it's kind of weird mismatch.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, considering the weird ownership of who owns the rights to the Desert Eagle is weird.
And trust me, as someone who worked on a weapons-heavy game, yeah, it's basically you don't want to pay gun manufacturers because fuck paying gun manufacturers. So it's
I think Ingram was out of business at this point.
It's so hard to see these guys.
Yeah, so this took a turn.
Yeah, especially I'm watching someone play through Resident Evil 4 for the first time, and I almost for a half second got my games confused. My favorite thing, and it was completely unintentional, is there was a game called Elevator Action Returns that they give you a little intro screen for when you select your characters, and they listed what guns they used. But the thing is that I don't think it was intentional, but they tried to name them after real things, but they got all the names wrong. and one of the guns, like, they wanted to give, like, the big heavy guy a Desert Eagle, except they put one too many S's in desert, so it was the Desert Eagle.
That's actually really good.
Yeah,
like,
just imagine a freaking pastry chef eagle.
Like, yeah, like, I think you can't call it, like, for example, an AK-47, but you can call it an AK, I think. And you definitely cannot call it a Kalashnikov. Is this like an infinite spawn? Am I supposed to do something? No, it's not, okay. Just like a very long gauntlet.
I had known there'd have to be a catch in it somewhere, and this one was the Empire State Building of catches. Lupino was pumped up and dying to go 15 rounds.
That is a guy.
And then he started this spooky monkey talk, straight from a bad dream.
That character from a movie that had John Leguizamo in it.
Tasted the flesh of fallen angels. I've tasted
That's
a
not what I was
devil's
expecting
green
his voice to
blood.
sound like.
It runs in my veins. I've seen beyond the world of skin, the architecture of blood and bow and arrow. Death is coming. She is coming, and hell follows with her. This is the twilight winter. I am ready to be her son. Her time is now, and all who stand in her way must die!
I think, like, if you watch all these cutscenes at the end of the game, from start to finish, it's like something like an hour long, maybe more. Like, you can basically watch a movie.
It makes sense.
Fucking.
Oh, damn.
Need to go with the associates first. Never mind. Oh, he can shoot me through that, that's right. Oh, I thought he was dead when he crouched. I thought he was like doing a death animation. Okay.
When Lupino finally went down, I wanted to make real sure he'd stay that way. He was a bad monster. Turned them into friggin' zombie demons from outer space.
I think he's dead already.
Huh? And that's when it happened.
But dead or not, you've got the wrong guy.
In stepped this knockout femme fatale holding a gun to my face. I returned the favor.
Cool day in hell. Let's watch the cinematic and we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with this. I'm glad it's the same quality I remember it being.
Lisa Punchinello. Lisa Punchinello was the Don's wife.
Mona Sachs, Lisa's evil twin.
Your safety's off, evil twin. You might hurt someone with that gun of yours.
Lisa's the damsel in distress. I'm the professional. I'd blow you away without batting an eye.
Sure, and you can check out my credentials splattered all over this joint.
Jack couldn't have framed you, not the state he was in. We're after the same slime bag. Angelo Punchinello's the one who murdered your friend and framed you with it.
You know this for a fact.
I've got my sources.
I don't have a clue these days. I just shoot them as they come. Who put a contract on the Archfiend?
This one's mine. I hate the guts of that sadistic wife-beater. Why not pool our bullets for this one?
I thought you'd never ask. My finger was starting to twitch.
How do you like your whiskey?
I'm easy, as long as you don't try to slip me a Mickey.
You're a real angel, Max.
It was good stuff. Tasted sweet as honey going down.
Nothing personal. Can't risk you going berserk and getting Lisa killed.
This is not what I was expecting this game to be like.
The nightmare was always the same. Violent shapes moving in darkness, old and ugly. The killer's mad laughter was a riddle filled with wicked innuendo. Somewhere, the baby was crying.
Okay, we're gonna stop at one of the worst stages in the game, because these flashback stages are super bad. My journey to the night was far from over, but I was too tired to go on. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna wrap it up there. Glad the game managed to work. I panicked a bit at the start that it wouldn't.
I mean, it kind of works.
Kinda works for most part. We're gonna continue this on Monday again, so it's gonna be the Monday thing for a while. And on Wednesday, we're gonna do more Mario Maker and make some stages on stream.
Yeah.
Maybe inspired by Max Payne, we'll just make super noir stages.
Oh man, there is a black and white filter.
Exactly.
If only you could do bullet time.
Just give Mario a gun and have him shoot everybody. Anyway, I'm gonna host Care Level 0, who's streaming Judgment, which is that game from the Yakuza people, except you're a cop. If you enjoy the show, please follow. There's also a Discord you can join in. And have a nice start to the week, and we'll catch you all Wednesday. Say hello to Care Level 0.